Next up, we get the party started with Mixed Jockey Productions. I'm here with award-winning host Adam Reed from Mixed Jockey Productions.
Hey.
So you're going to be sharing with us everything we need to know about the music, the DJ, the host, and the party that's going to be going on at the wedding?
I'm not sure about everything, but I promise you'll walk out of here more educated in terms of the wedding scene. I can tell you that much.
So let's start at the beginning. When a bride and groom come to see you, what is it that they need to know?
So first and foremost, as soon as he proposes, get on the phone and start making some calls, because the earlier you can get a head up and a head start on planning your wedding, the better it is, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of planning that goes into a wedding, and you want to be equipped with the right team to be able to support you, because ultimately who you're going to work with, it's a partnership, right? You want to work with the right people who are going to support you and travel with you as you come to your most memorable day of your life, which will be your wedding. Second thing I would say is make sure you understand your crowd relatively quickly. Then it starts to say, well, what kind of people do I want to be working with the crowd that I have in mind? And that's really important, because if you don't know the sort of clientele or sort of guest list that you're going to have, it becomes incredibly difficult for the people who are entertaining them to satisfy that demand.
Get the right mood.
Right, exactly.
What's the most important thing you can tell them to have the best experience?
The most important part of a wedding in 2017, 2018 and beyond is the party. You have to throw a good party, and you have to have a host that can drive the party, that can drive the event, and make sure it's not too long. But ultimately, the party is the most important, because the party is what generates a great time. So invest in the party, invest in the entertainment company you're gonna hire, invest in the host that's going to be on the mic, that's going to be engaging your crowd, that's gonna understand your story, and also a team of people that will understand who's in the room, and then be able to provide a party that will be, spoken about for years to come.
So not just music, what else have you seen change over the years?
Photo booths. I remember just having a old school Polaroid on the table, and this was like 5 years ago. So where people would take pictures, then they would hang them up on the wall. Then we went through this whole phase of photo booths, and then they went back to the Polaroids because everybody had photo booths. But now we're back on the photo booths because we now have the capability of sharing our pictures on social networks in real time.
Right.
So you can hashtag costumes, designs, glasses, branded content. There's so much to do with photo booth, and that's probably the one thing I've noticed across the board that is at almost every single wedding that we work and that we do. And another thing that I've seen change is the pacing. There was this time where speeches were really important, where the father would take the mic and the mother would take it, and then the in-law side and the other side. Everybody's crying, but at the same time, everybody's sort of waiting to eat their food and saying, come on, let's get this party going. So that's changed. It's more quality now, not quantity. People are speaking from the heart. They're actually being told how much time they have now, which is something brand new, and they tend to respect that. So it's anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes is something that we would suggest is a relatively good amount of time to engage a crowd and address 200 people in a hall. And after that, it's really just all about the party favors, music selection, getting creative, mashups. That's a huge thing right now, that they're mashing up 1980 songs with 1990 beats.
Yeah.
So there is so much to do. And that is, now that I think about it, it's one of the things that people need to do more. They need to work with a team that's going to think outside the box rather than play the shoe game and have their first chorus and the toast and the YMCA. Yeah, the YMCA is a big one. Nice call on that one. And also on a final note, VR. It's coming. VR, virtual reality.
Oh, really?
It's coming, and we're yeah. So you heard it here first.
Okay.
There's some really cool AR and VR that's coming for weddings. Augmented reality, virtual reality, options for brides and grooms, and maybe I can come back and talk to you guys about that for sure.
Keep our
It'll be a lot
eyes
of fun.
open for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
for the
you.
advice.
Thanks for having me.
Hopefully all this information will help you plan the party that your guest will never forget.